Hey guys, how's it going? We are getting right into this very first game of the broadcast of Lucky for Bingo. But of course, we get a chance at this mega jackpot, and then the major, and then the mini. So let's take a look and see what we can win. Let's see, we got to be perfect for this mega, and it's not looking like we can be. We're moving on to the next one, the major jackpot. Let's take a look. We got to be perfect in 2 balls for this one. Not going to get this one either, but we still have a chance at this mini jackpot. We got a really good chance at it. Waldo's really eyeing it right now. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, not going to do it. We got the must go of $7 for you guys. But, of course, we do have now 23 games of Game Day Bingo to get into. And then we're going to get another chance at this game of Lucky for Bingo at the end of the broadcast for the last game. So definitely keep in mind that Mega, Major, and Mini are all moving on to that second chance of Lucky for Bingo. But, of course, I am one of your co-hosts, John, and this is the other co-host,
Will.
And we are live right now on Pilot TV, the Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, and on the Twitch app, too. Our channel name on both of those places is MegaSota, so be sure to keep that in mind. Check in, and we will send you out a little bit of Pilot Games luck. But we do have, oh, there it is, it's a winner. And we got Critchy over at Acapulco Woodbury taking away the must-go of $7. And we got 3, 4, 63, and 74 for your lucky numbers for the broadcast. But, of course, we do have some Pilot TV business to get into. And we're going to shout out some bars that got some new ones.
Oh, yeah, we just sent those on over to Rusty Duck 2, Happy Hour Madison, Toppers, Windrift Lounge, Westfield Golf Club, Eagles Austin, Maple View Lounge 2, the Cree Bar and Grill, Bobby Joe's, the Bar and Grill, American Legion Fridley, Municipal Liquor Store Eagle Bend, as well as VFW Eagle Bend. So congratulations to all those locations getting those shiny new Pilot TVs.
Awesome stuff. Congrats to you guys. Hopefully you are enjoying them and watching on the broadcast and all that good stuff. But of course, we do have only about 2.5 minutes left to get into this next game of Game Day Bingo. The first shot we got at it, we got the minor set at $193, available in 52 balls or less to win. That major jackpot is over $5,690 and 53 balls or less to win. And that mega jackpot is at $10 grand in 45 balls or less to win. So definitely some good prizes for this very first game of Game Day Bingo. But speaking of jackpots and all that stuff, we do have a weekly jackpot watch to get into. We are at 21 jackpots for the rolling week and 265 jackpots for all of season 12. So it's been a pretty smooth sailing this season and a lot of money going out. But adding to that total from yesterday, we had Zach over at 3D Sports Bar winning $1,525. Nice job to you, Zach, repping 3D Sports Bar correctly. But of course, we do have a brand new E-Tab game we just released, and it is a pretty cool one.
Oh, yeah, this one is called Stinkin' Rich. You guys can check out that Keys to Riches bonus and try to win the biggest prizes. And if you guys want to see a preview of that E-Tab, go give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. You just got to search up Pilot Games, and you'll be able to see our logo. That way, you'll also be able to see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. You guys can also click on the website link on that Facebook page to see our link tree that has links to bar locations, all of our social media, and so much more.
Awesome stuff. Definitely check us out on there. We got a lot of cool stuff flowing on our Facebook and stuff, so definitely give us a like on there. But we only got a minute until this first game of the broadcast, and that minor is now over $200 in 52 balls, so definitely keep that one in mind. It's starting to look pretty good. But we usually start our bingo day with some Cup of Joe with Jordy in the morning, and we always run that from about 11:30 to 11:50, right before the Vikings bingo 25-cent cards from 12 to 1. That's our lunch hour bingo that we stream every day. It's always a lot of fun, and no matter what that jackpot may be at, it's always at 52 balls or less to win. So definitely keep that in mind. It is always a good chance at some money. But right after you fill out that lunch hour bingo, we got some jackpot 125-cent cards to get into, and we always play those from 1 to 4 p.m. And that minor jackpot is always really cool. It starts off at 52 balls or less to win, and then once it reaches that first interval of 50 bucks, it gets up to 56 balls or less to win. Once it reaches 100 bucks, you hit 60 balls or less to win, and then finally, once it finally reaches $150, it gets up to 64 balls or less to win. So definitely keep all that in mind. That minor jackpot goes out quite often in the 25-cent edition of Jackpot Hunter. And that mega right now, it is sitting at 25 grand and 43 balls or less to win. But once that starts clicking up and ball counts, definitely start paying some more attention to it, because it honestly goes out pretty fast. You would be very surprised. But after all those games of Jackpot Hunter from 1 to 4, we got what we're playing right now.
Oh yeah, which is this happy hour stream. We started off with that first game of Lucky 4 Bingo right at 4 o'clock, where you guys took that first stab at over $36,000. Sadly, we were unable to hand it out, but not to worry. After these 23 games of Game Day Bingo, you guys will be getting a second shot at it. During these times of Game Day Bingo, the 50-cent cards that run from 4 all the way till 6 o'clock, you guys are going to be going after this minor that's starting us off at $213. You guys could take it home in 52 balls or less. There's that major prize starting us off at $5,706. You guys can take home in 53 balls or less. And there's that mega jackpot sitting there in the background at $10,000. And you guys can take that home in 45 balls or less. But not to worry, if you guys are unable to get any of these prizes, you guys still have that must-go of $55 right there at the bottom. And after these 23 games of Game Day Bingo, you guys will be getting a second shot at that Lucky 4 Bingo right at 6 for that $36,000. And then right after that, going from 6 all the way till 10 o'clock, you guys will be getting 4 hours uninterrupted tonight of Skull Bingo. You guys definitely want to stick around for that. That line prize starting us off at $244. You guys can always take that home in 10 balls or less. That large frame prize that's sitting at $4,023. You guys can always take that home in 43 balls or less. And there's that coverall prize currently sitting at $34,917. And as always, you guys can take that home in 50 balls or less.
Awesome stuff. So definitely come on out tonight. Try and get some more chances at Game Day Bingo until 6 p.m. And then, of course, that transition into Skull Bingo is going to be crazy because they got some awesome prizes even later tonight. But normally during that awesome Skull Bingo time, we do have a couple PGL specialty nights, kind of interrupting along the way. And they are pretty welcome interruptions, though, because they got a whole lot of cash prizes within them. But we do have a winner. It's Slappy over at Carboni's Pizza. See our Billiards taking it away. Nice job to you, Slappy, taking 55 bucks on that must-go prize. Not too shabby. But, of course, I was talking about those specialty PGL nights, and they happen every Tuesday, Wednesday, and, of course, whenever the Vikings may play. Those MegaSota game nights start at 6:40 every single Tuesday night. A lot of great PGL chances during that time, so definitely come on out. But at the end of the night, a little bit more incentive because it's the Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale. On that coverall jackpot in 54 balls or less to win, you could take home $36,585 before anyone even gets enrolled into the game. So definitely come on out every MegaSota game night. It's always a ton of stuff going on during that time. But the very next night, we got another one. It's TwinsWinsDay. And those go on from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. Those are always a lot of fun, too. Got a lot of awesome PGL tournament games crammed in there, including some fun high and low tournament games. And those are always cool because it's where the biggest loser wins the same as the biggest winner. You know, it equals things out a little bit. I like it. Spreads it out a little bit. But, of course, at the end of the night, instead of a Jackpot Jungle finale, we got a finale of 2 back-to-back games of Wipeout Blackout, making things a little bit more interesting. So definitely some cool stuff going on in there. Come on out every Tuesday and Wednesday for those PGL specialty nights. And then, if you want to come out for those Vikings game days, those could always happen Thursday, Sunday, or Monday. And this week, it's happening at Sunday because the Vikings are playing. I think they have a noon game for you guys. So that will be pretty cool stuff. We'll be having that Vikings game day coming to you guys Sunday. But, of course, always some great chances at some PGL points. Always a lot of fun. But we do only have a minute left to get into this next game of Game Day Bingo. We got that minor jackpot, almost $300. Right now it's at $299 in 54 balls or less to win. That major jackpot is over $5,700 in 53 balls or less to win. And the mega jackpot is at 10 grand in 45 balls or less to win. All three of those prizes looking pretty good for this next game. But of course, we do have some national days to get into in the meantime. And this first one is a very interesting one. And it's a wholesome one of those more awareness type ones.
Oh, yeah, this one is National Teal Talk Day. Let's talk. September 23rd is Teal Talk Day, and each year over 249,000 women are diagnosed with ovarian cancer worldwide. So gather your friends, wear teal for a day out together and talk.
That's awesome. That's some really cool stuff. I think awareness days like this are always very needed, just to kind of, bring awareness to it and talk about it and bring more education to it. It's definitely really cool. National Teal Talk Day is definitely a good one to celebrate and, participate in.
Oh, yeah.
But of course, we do have balls rolling on this game of Game Day Bingo. We got that must-go set at $69.90. We got that minor jackpot over $300. It's at 54 balls or less to win. And that major jackpot is at $5,776 and 53 balls or less to win. And the mega jackpot is at 10 grand in 45 balls or less to win. And start clicking up in ball count pretty soon. But of course, for this next National Day, we got a few ones on the list. We got National Snack Stick Day. On September 23rd, this day encourages you to pack your pockets, backpacks, and desk drawers with yummy snack sticks so you can celebrate. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Snack sticks. What's your favorite snack stick?
Probably Slim Jims.
Yeah,
I feel like that's like top tier. Earlier I couldn't think of it, and the only thing I could think of was like the Jack Links ones, or maybe like venison sticks.
Yeah, venison sticks are really good.
Especially when like they add like a little something to them, when they make them like I've seen like apple cheddar ones. And stuff like that.
Stuff like that. I've seen a lot of cheeses just stuffed in them and stuff like that.
It's always like a jalapeno cheddar one. You see that a lot.
Oh, jalapeno cheddar is never it's always a good choice.
Oh, look at that right there, jalapeno and cheese snack sticks.
Yeah, seriously, that's so
it's always
funny.
like top tier.
Oh yeah, no, they're always so good. Whenever I look up snack sticks, it's all just beef. I was kind of thinking like cheese was kind of involved in that too.
Yeah, I like when they come in the little packs.
Oh, when they're twins.
Yeah, I think it's Jack Links that makes those, or it's Slim Jim that makes it.
Yeah, I think like everybody makes them now.
Really?
Yeah, like I even see like whatchamacallit, like prosciutto and like cheese.
You're
like,
right.
duos now.
I've seen that with like almost like with just like pepperoni and cheese in there as well.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Oh, Slappy coming back at him. $69.90 going straight to you over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. That was not a bad win. Only 3 balls away from that minor jackpot. Definitely keep trying your luck because I feel like you're inching closer to it.
He's getting close. He's already gotten like over $100, and it's a happy hour over there right now.
100%. He is
Good
getting
timing.
pretty happy, 100%. But of course, we were talking snack sticks.
Oh yeah.
And I'm surprised I'm not seeing more cheese snack sticks, to be honest.
I know.
Let's see. What would your perfect duo be? Like with any kind of snack stick, like it could be like a stick of like I don't know, like butter or something.
Now that we're talking about that, I actually just like a stick of butter with sprinkles on it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Every kid's dream.
Oh my
goodness.
After you watch like Elf or something, thinking that concoction was good, even though Will Ferrell just like
vomiting
died.
between every scene.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
felt so
gosh.
bad when I heard about that.
Seriously,
I was like,
yeah.
man, what a guy to be able to just live through that.
Yeah. Oh, hey, okay. Here's the first variation of not like meat. It's just those little those like little cracker sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're okay.
They almost look at the enlarged versions of the ones you get in the Chex Mix.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I've never really seen those able to be just bought before, to be honest. I feel like you can only get them in like wholesale if you're a business.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh wow. Okay.
Here's a combo, so you can get sharp cheddar and beef sticks.
Nice. That's
So
what I
at
like
least
to see.
it comes in a combo. Like Colby Jack from Sargento makes like the square ones. Are these pull apart?
I don't know. I feel like
Wasn't Colby Jack the one that you said you liked for the string cheese?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if it was like stringy, but it was just like a cheese stick.
Yeah, just a cheese stick.
Yeah.
That'd be good. That would
To
be
be
good
as-
for making like almost like a mozzarella stick.
Very true. Yeah. I think that one brand with that like pull apart like stick like whatchamacallit figure dude.
Oh yeah.
I think he's I think that brand makes Colby Jack too.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's like also whatchamacallit a cheese stick, but
Yeah.
you never know.
Okay. Yeah, because they make like different variations of string cheese.
Yeah. Oh, it's Frigo still.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Cheese heads.
Interesting.
That's a pretty funny one. Yeah. No, I mean whatchamacallit, I love cheese sticks though.
Oh yeah, they're definitely up there.
100%. But yeah, snack sticks of any kind. I guess sausages and cheese mostly. That's pretty cool though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely a good one to celebrate. So maybe go out there and get yourself some snack sticks for today. But we only got about 10 seconds left to get enrolled into this next game. That minor is over $400 and 56 balls or less to win. Major is looking really good too in 53 balls, and the Mega Jackpot is available in 45 balls or less to win. But happy National Snack Stick, everybody. Definitely a good one to celebrate on this day. But we do have another National Day up next, and it's a pretty good one to celebrate too.
Yeah, we got National American Pot Pie Day. National American Pot Pie Day cooks up a toasty meal on September 23rd. Warm up the home with a toasty meal of pot pies to celebrate. And yeah, I feel like maybe even better than chicken soup to me.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Pot pies are definitely really good. A lot better than snack sticks in my opinion.
Yeah, just a little better than snack sticks.
Yeah, 100%. What's your favorite variation of pot pie?
Probably chicken pot pie. But beef is also a really good one.
Yeah, beef
Turkey pot pie is really good too.
I like turkey if it has like more gravy in it. You know
it needs to have a little bit more.
Yeah.
I feel like turkey would almost be better in like a shepherd's pie kind of dealio, even though that's traditionally just like with beef.
100%. I remember there was this one pot pie I had with like chicken and bacon in it, and it was like really good like that.
Imagine like a chicken bacon ranch pot pie.
For real. At that point it'd just be like a different type of casserole.
Oh yeah.
That'd be so good though.
Isn't a pot pie just a kind of casserole?
For real, yeah.
I feel like
it is.
Yeah.
Like it should be a casserole.
Isn't a casserole just anything you toss in a casserole dish?
Yeah.
It's like the casserole is like the type of dish. So like whatever you make in a casserole becomes a casserole.
So I feel like it should be considered a casserole. Like it's just in a circle pie instead.
Yeah.
So I guess it's technically a meat pie. I guess. But I mean, to be fair though, the pot pies that like you would get from the store, like Sara Lee and that sort of thing, I feel like those are more casserole like than pie like.
Because like if you think about it, wow, we got another winner.
We
got Tally
Tally
over at Carboni's. Tally again taking another big jackpot.
That's
Carboni's
awesome.
Pizza CR Billiards taking home $5,860.
Oh my goodness, nice job, Tally.
All over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards.
Carboni's is going off right now.
They're friends too.
100%.
They're having a
just
good
sitting there
time.
exchanging some wins. It's hilarious.
Good job, Tally. Good to see you. Hope you brought a towel.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, but nice job taking away that major. But keep in mind, we still got this minor jackpot now clicking up to $430, available in 58 balls or less to win now, only getting better from this point on. But we still have that mega as well at 45 balls or less to win.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at the just the dictionary definition of casserole to see if we could maybe a kind of stew or side dish that is cooked slowly in an oven.
Yeah, no, I mean I would definitely apply that to a pot pie.
Yeah, although a pot pie could definitely be a full meal.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I've eaten an entire one of them like banquet ones.
Oh,
not the single serve one. I'm talking like the family.
Yeah, when they're actually like in the big the pan. No, I mean they're good though, to be honest.
I know.
Like they're just very simple comfort food.
Yeah, it really just kind of reminds me of like being a kid.
Yeah,
because it was such a simple meal.
Yep, exactly. My grandparents always had them.
Oh yeah.
But of course, Happy National Great American Pot Pie Day. It's definitely a very, very American food. I feel like.
I feel like it is.
It is kind of like Salisbury steak.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of like, because like if you think about it, it really is just like. Yeah, it is just the most American thing because like it literally just has like the chicken, the peas.
Yep.
You got like what? Occasionally you'll see like corn in there sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Just, like,
the
depends.
carrots.
Yeah,
the
carrots.
peas.
The carrots are the big one. Carrots, peas.
Carrots are so good.
Carrots are really good.
Yeah.
It was usually my favorite part about the pot pie.
No, seriously.
Other than the gravy.
Because like the thing with carrots is like that. You can never really mess up the consistency of them, really.
No.
I mean, like, if they were too soft, then, like, okay, they're a little soft this time. If they're too hard, like, it's okay, it's
like,
just a little hard.
But my mom also makes, like, these really good, like, buttered carrots that are, like, that you then, like, slow cook for a while. And they're really good.
Yeah.
And it just has, like, butter, like, I forgot what else. Like, it's just, like, butter, I think some brown sugar, and then some like dill goes in the pan, some other stuff, and then you just cook them. They're so good.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
even if they're soft, they're fine.
that's the thing. I like the consistency. No matter what consistency it is, I never really find myself bothered by it, to be honest.
No, because like a carrot's just a carrot.
Yeah, exactly. But like with
like
like
potatoes,
a with like a pea or something.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I could get some weird peas probably.
Oh yeah, I think
But
I could
I
too.
just don't think I like peas too much, to be honest.
I don't like peas enough to be like when I see like carrots or something, I'm like, oh, I love having carrots as like
Yeah.
a side part.
Yeah, like
on the
I would be
dish.
disappointed if there were no carrots in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like if there were no peas in it, I'd be like, it's a little weird, but like I'll take it.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I'd be a little like thrown off. at
Yeah,
first.
because it definitely is like a pea. Like it fills the space a little bit.
Yeah, it's
in
like-
the
it's a
pot pie.
staple.
Yeah, exactly. So like it helps the dish. I definitely think so.
Plus, it's such an easy thing because no one ever cooks them before you toss them in.
Yeah.
People always just throw in the frozen ones
Yep.
in the pot pie, and then you just cook them.
It's so easy. It's so
Yeah.
easy.
So it's like just seems like it's such an odd step to like just miss.
100%. But you never know. But maybe replace it with some bacon. Yeah. Make
Yeah.
the bacon the space filler. Oh, if you had
Oh.
that much bacon in there, that would
If-
be insane.
I feel like that's how much bacon should be in something that has bacon.
I agree.
Like when you advertise that something's like a bacon blah blah blah, it's kind of messed up when they don't add much bacon.
I agree. Like beans with bacon. The
Oh,
cans,
they
never
never
have bacon in them.
No, it's kind of like how sometimes the brown sugar Bush's baked beans you can barely taste it.
Yeah.
And you're just like, okay, I'm gonna need to add a little bit
Yeah,
more.
exactly. Let me just put a little, like, sprinkle a little brown sugar on top or something.
That's why I always just buy the regular baked beans and then just go from there, just so
Mm-hmm.
you can add just how much of whatever you want into it.
Exactly. You can just customize it at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very true. I mean, at that point, even just get some, like, microwave, like, bacon if you want to make it easy.
No,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Because, like, if you're putting it in the beans, then, like, who cares at that point?
Yeah, who cares? It's just going in beans.
100%. But, of course, up next, we got another national day. And this time around, it is National Checkers Day and Dogs and Politics Day?
Not
Okay.
like Checkers is the board game. Checkers is a dog that was
That was
one of the
was it the Alaskan
presidents.
town? Oh no, that was the cat I'm thinking of. Wait, so there was a Checkers dude that liked dogs?
No, there was a dog named Checkers that was like it was the dog of one of the presidents.
Oh, he was like the White House dog
I
or
think
whatever.
he was Nixon's dog.
Okay.
Nixon's
I
daughter's
gotcha.
dog.
So that's cool. So National Checkers Day, also known as Dogs and Politics Day, it recognizes political pooches or candidate canines, first Fidos, or revolutionary rovers.
Yeah, I was
That's
trying to
pretty
think
funny.
of some other ones to call the dogs in
Yeah.
the meantime, and I was like, there's a couple that I might be able to think of. I couldn't think of any.
Yeah. Oh man, I could think of a couple, but it's not like good for air.
No.
That's pretty
that
funny.
was a point.
Oh my gosh. But of course, we do have a winner. We got Never Win over at Corner Bar Goodhue, Zuck over at Clearwater, Legion Post 323, splitting up that must go of $168. Jeez, that's a nice
Dang.
must go right there.
Oh, yeah.
But splitting it up between the both of you, nice job to Never Win and Zuck. That is a good one. But we do have the minor at 58 balls or less to win. It's going to be heading into this next game. Now it's 60 balls or less to win. Looking pretty crazy. Interesting. Whatchamacallit, yeah, ask him if that's right. But of course, we do have National Checkers Day we were just talking about. It's a good one. Definitely a good one. But nice job to you guys just winning that Musco prize. And we do have that minor available on this next game. It's 60 balls or less to win. It's over $600, and we only got 2 minutes to get at it. But of course, let's take a look. Let's take a look at some dogs and politics, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Since it is a day celebrating them. Politics. Let's see. National. Just give me the national day. I guess maybe they'll give us a little information on it. Okay, so this is the history of it. In 1952, a dog changed the course of a presidential election.
Interesting.
Today, National Dogs and Politics Day not only marks this occasion, but it commemorates all of America's greatest political pooches. On September 23rd in 1952, Richard Nixon used television, still in its infancy stages, so not a lot of people had televisions, to speak directly to 60 million viewers, the largest audience at the time. That's insane. Dubbed the Checkers speech, Nixon refuted charges that he had abused campaign contributions. by alluding to his children and the family dog, a black and white Cocker Spaniel named Checkers, Nixon touched a public nerve, making him seem more personable. Through this speech, Nixon was able to gain the public's trust, downplay the charges, and stay on the Eisenhower ticket as vice president. Throughout history in the White House, yeah, unfortunately, but throughout history in the White House, almost every president has had a dog as part of the first family. It's no surprise given Americans' love for dogs and the fact dogs can calm pretty much any type of situation. Kind of important for the most powerful position in the world. That's cool. So in 1789, it looks like it was the first dog of the United States. George and Martha Washington had a variety of pets while in the White House, including several dogs. American foxhounds, black and tan coonhounds, and a greyhound. Thanks, George, for getting the White House started off on the right path.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Definitely nice. Next up, we had 1945, while President Harry S. Truman was noted to say, if you want a friend in Washington, get a dog. Once he arrived in the White House, he said that the Trumans preferred to be a pet-free family. They gave their Cocker Spaniel, Feller, to his personal physician.
Awesome. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So wait, if you want to get a dog, once he arrived in the White House, though, that is very, very interesting.
So wait. He used like the fact of being like, oh yeah, I like dogs.
Yeah.
To like appeal.
Yeah, to appeal, and then he was just like, nah, we're a pet-free family. Oh, wow, that's crazy.
At least he like gave it to somebody he knew.
Yeah, that's true. I guess he could still see he probably never saw the dog again.
No.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. But of course, hey, politicians being politicians, I guess. Let's see, 1952. We got the Checker speech. That's when that happened on this day. We just talked about it. And in 1990, Millie, the beloved dog of George and Barbara Bush, was given credit for authoring Millie's book, which hit the New York Times nonfiction bestseller list in 1990.
Wow.
Wait, so here, let me see. Millie's book by Barbara Bush. Oh, okay. That's funny. So it was a heartwarming surprise by America's lovable first canine. Millie takes readers through a typically busy day with the president, including early morning briefings, deliberations in the Oval Office, and occasional short breaks for squirrel hunting. That's pretty funny. That's fun, though. So it looks like Barbara Bush, the wife of the president at the time, authored it and just released it in her dog's name. That's pretty fun. I like it. Whoa. John Quincy Adams claimed to have had a pet alligator which was kept in the East Room bathtub.
That is amazing.
That's insane. Why did you do that? I mean, that's cool, but hey, we do have a winner. Bo 1022 over at Country Lounge in St. Paul, taking away that minor jackpot with the must-go stacked on top of it. Nice job to you. $647 going straight to your pocket. Awesome to see. But of course, we do have some more national days to get into after Bo 1022 just took that jackpot. And of course, keep in mind, we do have a crazy must-go for this next game. That's how Game Day Bingo works. So definitely get enrolled and try and get a chance at that prize while the minor, major, and mega recuperate from you guys that's winning a ton of prizes in these last few games.
Oh, yeah.
But of course, let's take a look at what we got going on up next. But happy National Checkers Day. That's definitely a fun one for dogs in politics. But this next one, it looks like it's a little bit more of an educational day.
Oh, yeah. This one is Restless Legs Awareness Day. On September 23rd, Restless Legs Awareness Day promotes education around a medical condition impacting adults and children alike.
Okay. So I guess restless legs, so compelling unpleasant sensations in the legs or feet. So it's like a nerve thing, I guess. So it's a main symptom is a nearly irresistible urge to move the legs. Interesting. So you may even get pain. You might have difficulty falling asleep because of it. Could be fatigue in your legs because of it as well. A lot of muscles tensing up, like getting Charlie horses. So it seems like it's it's a very, very big thing apparently.
Wow.
So yeah, it looks like because if nerve cells become damaged and that type of thing, and even if the amount of dopamine in the brain is reduced as well. So dopamine levels naturally fall towards the end of the day, which may explain why the symptoms of restless leg syndrome are often worse in the evening and during the night. Wow, okay. Well, I mean, honestly, I didn't really know too much about that condition.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah, so Legs Awareness Day, it's definitely a good day to raise awareness about that, because I feel like a lot of people might have something like this and not really realize it. You know what I mean? Because it's just one of those things where it's just like, oh, I just, move my legs a lot, I guess. And, I don't know, especially when it's like kind of going towards the end of the day. I feel like that's something that, I don't know, affects probably a lot more people than we think.
Oh, yeah,
so,
definitely.
Restless Legs Awareness Day, definitely a good one to look into on this day. But we do have one last national day to get into, and I'll let you take it away. But we are getting into this next game. Only a few seconds left. We got the minor, major, and mega all available, but the must-go is really what we're going to be looking at for this next one. They're, wow, $176.30. Looking pretty good. So definitely we'll have to wait and see who gets it. But in the meantime, we got our last national day to get into.
Oh, yeah, this one is Celebrate Bisexuality Day. On September 23rd, Celebrate Bisexuality Day unites the bisexual community, their friends, and their supporters. It's also raises awareness and provides an opportunity to educate the public about bisexuality.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a good one. Just another, awareness type of day. It's always good to celebrate that sort of thing. So definitely cool, good one. We got a lot of awesome national days that happened today. So, yeah, definitely look into all these because we had some more, like, I guess, awareness type ones today. So, yeah, definitely a good day to look into those types of things. But we do have balls continuing to roll on this one. That minor is available in 52 balls. The major is available in 48, and the mega is available at 45. So, few good chances, but that must-go is looking extra good this time around. But something that is not looking extra good is our Minnesota Twins, and they are not doing great right now. We're just getting worse and worse, plummeting in the standings. We're 73 and 76, well below 500 once again. The Kansas City Royals beat up on the Minnesota Twins and beat them 4-1 on Thursday to complete their 3-game series sweep. They swept us, the Royals. That's pretty crazy.
Royals.
So I'm pretty sure we're just officially out now.
Oh, I think it's got to be like less than 1%, right?
Yeah.
1/10 of a percent? Did that just say 1/10 of a percent?
No, I don't even know. I tried to look something up. Because this popped up. I was trying to look up, can the Twins make the playoffs? And instead, it popped up, can the Twins spawn naturally? I don't even know what that. Oh, it's from Terraria. What? It's like the Twins can be summoned manually using a mechanical eye at night, 7:30 p.m. to 4:30 a.m.
Let me ask my friend who plays Terraria what this is even talking about.
But we do have a winner. We got Bonds over Harding Bar taking away that $176 must-go prize. Nice job to you, Bonds. That's hilarious, though. I don't think we've ever even looked up that on this computer.
I don't think we've ever looked up anything relating to Terraria.
No, I think I might have looked up Terraria before because we might have talked about Minecraft at one point.
We might have because it's like a same game.
Yeah, but I'm not that deep into it. I was like, oh, I wonder how you spawn the twins.
Yeah,
that's
just
I don't think we even ever looked up Terraria.
Me and Gordon just pop up in Terraria.
Yeah, for real, literally, just spawn in. But okay, so this was 5 days ago. Yeah, no, I don't think this is updated. I don't think we can even make it anymore. Let's take a look at the calculator and see what they have to say. The Twins are now 73. Oh wait, are we 73 and 77 now? Oh wow. I think we're even worse than what I said. So yeah, we are. We're 4 games below 500 now. Dang. That is so tough.
We just had to use the internet.
Yeah, I know. Man, that makes me even more sad. So, yeah, I mean, there's no way now because we only have – I mean, we could get, I guess if we went perfect from this point on, we could do pretty decent. But
and, the Angels aren't great, but they're around, roughly where we're sitting right now, just a little bit.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, I mean, it's just kind of we're 10 games behind by this point. We could possibly win the rest of our games and hope that the Guardians just suck it up at the end of the season, because I think we would have to win every single game to have a chance.
Yeah.
And then at that point, we not only need that to happen, but also for the White Sox to suck it up a little bit too.
Yeah.
And we need like other teams competing for wild card spots to also not do good just in case. So that's a lot of things that need to happen. So I don't think it's going to happen anymore, unfortunately.
No.
It's just not looking too great. Yeah, it looks like the Guardians have their spot pretty much locked up.
Just about.
Yeah, they finished off I got to give it to them. They finished off the season really strong.
They did.
Yeah.
I still don't like that name or that logo.
No, it's not good. It's too generic.
It's mostly just the logo.
Yeah.
It just looks so like bad. The one with the baseball with the 2 wings on it.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I can at least somewhat respect it just because it has something to do with the city of Cleveland.
Just a little.
But, like,
it's also too similar to the Angels in aspects.
It just reminds me of the Commanders.
Yeah,
you know
Commanders.
What I mean? Like, it's just very, like, lazily changed, I feel like. I don't know. I just feel like neither name was good.
I feel like they got, like, tired of, like, hearing something, and they were just like, fine.
Like, to be honest, the Washington football team was better.
No, yeah, that's fine.
Like
I liked it when it was just like the W on the helmet.
I kind of liked it, to be honest.
I was fine with a maroon W on a helmet.
Yeah, like, because like no other team has that. No other team is the Detroit football team or the Minnesota football team.
It's
so
like
it's kind of cool.
It's like, and also it's like it's pretty direct.
Yeah, and it looked cool. I did like you said, I liked the W. Like, it looked nice.
Yeah,
like with the maroon and like gold.
Represent me.
Yeah,
W.
100%. Got like, oh, okay, the William team. I like it.
Oh yeah.
So it's like draft every Washington player on fantasy.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel if you had the full like rights to name the team whatever you wanted, for the Commanders, what would you have thought to name them? Like to rebrand the team, try and get away from the old name, and just kind of like create a new franchise in a way.
They could have done something similar to like what our college did, where they like actually
got an endorsed name.
An endorsed name through the like an actual tribe name instead of being like called what they were called.
Yeah, exactly.
So like it's like I feel like they could have just done something similar to that, but I also understand because the college bios they kind of get. They get disliked for it as well, but but then every time the tribe kind of comes in. And
exactly. They kind of cover a little bit.
Yeah, they're always like, hey, you guys, like we actually like send them money. Yeah, and, like we like endorse this school.
Yeah, exactly. So in that way, I think like that is definitely the right way to go about it.
Yeah,
you know
and
what I mean?
Honestly, just like especially like. You guys are like in like an area where there are like a lot of people of that culture, so might as well. And they really
create a dialogue with the community and try and figure it out.
And they'd probably really appreciate having some sort of like genuine, actual like good like promotion, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. But of course, before we go further, we do have Schindel and Player both splitting up the must-go prize. Nice job to you guys taking that one away. But yeah, I know I agree. I think there definitely could have been a little bit more effort on that part, but I just don't think they were interested in going down the same route, I guess.
Yeah.
Which I can somewhat understand, but also it's just like, I mean, after having that name for so long, like, it would make sense to pay a little bit of respect.
It would.
You know what I mean?
Or name it after, like, a mountain range or something out there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't even have to name it after, like, a tribal thing. It could literally just be, like you said, like a mountain thing.
Yeah.
Like Washington Mountaineers? That would be kind of cool.
Like, yeah, the Rainiers, like, St. Helens even, I don't know.
The Bonanzas.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that would have been sick.
Washington Bonanzas would have been kind of cool.
The Washington Olympus.
Aw, the Olympi.
the Washington Olympians.
Oh, that would have been cool. That would have been cool. Washington Olympians would have been cool.
Yeah.
It's so wait. Oh, I wonder if Mountaineers is already that. That's what I was wondering. If Mountaineers, yes, it is. It is West Virginia. That's what their name is, and they actually kind of have a similar logo too. That's funny. But Washington State landmarks. Yeah, I wonder what some good ones would be. I think the Olympians is a good one.
Yeah,
because
they got the Olympic National Park. They have like so much out there. Like,
yeah, I agree. There's definitely some things that they could have done. like better than Commanders. Like maybe it's like
Seattle's in Washington, and they got the Kraken.
yeah, like it would have been cool if like if it's a Washington D.C. team, then they were the Commanders. It's like, this is like Washington, like in the corner,
state.
like way far away from anything else.
Like right next to Vancouver.
Yeah, so it's like it's not that kind of state.
No.
I don't know. I think there definitely could have been some better picks.
Exactly.
But yeah, Olympians is a good one. Honestly, I do like that one. It's fun.
Yeah, I think it would have gone well with like the mountain ranges that they have out there.
Yeah.
Their capital is literally Olympia.
Man, wow.
I didn't even know that. I knew it wasn't Seattle, but
Yeah.
like, you know.
Yeah, I didn't know it was Olympia though.
No.
That's funny. That's really, really funny. Wow. Well, I mean, there you go. Guardians. What would you name the Guardians? Oh, they're Cleveland. They could have been like rock and roll something.
Yeah.
They could have just been like the Cleveland rock and like the Cleveland roll. the Cleveland rolls, like butter rolls.
The Cleveland lobster rolls.
The Cleveland lobster rolls.
Oh, Maine
no,
would be
the Maine
Yeah,
Red
that's
Claws.
what I
Oh
was gonna
my
say.
gosh, I need them to get boosted to NBA.
I
talent.
know.
Oh my
We
gosh.
need to get like the main claw crackers, like the
Oh,
I don't know what the
yes.
little tools are called. But
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The little tong things.
yeah, the little tong.
Yeah.
The main tong things.
The main tong things. Yes, the main clackers.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, no, that would be awesome. But I think Cleveland, I think something to do with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame would be really cool. Like like the Cleveland like Stones or something like that.
Just Cedar Point. I don't know.
Cedar Point, yeah, literally
Sandusky.
Cleveland Cedars.
Yeah.
Cleveland Myers. Get an endorsement from Meyer. Why not at that point?
The Twins, I also thought probably could have done something similar
Yeah, the Twins are.
because it was roughly in the same.
Yeah, well, why are the Twins named the Twins?
Oh, did I say the Twins? I meant the Cleveland Guardians.
Now I'm kind of wondering why they are the Twins. Why are the Twins called the Twins?
Twin
Let's see.
Cities.
Oh yeah, the Twins. I don't know. Didn't even like pop in my head right away because I knew this. Like I literally. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, that's hilarious. But of course, we do have a winner. Schindel over at Mr. Jim's Foley taking it away. Nice job to you, Schindel. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
44 balls.
10 grand right there.
Just took away the mega jackpot.
It's never even clicked up. Schindel.
44 balls?
Why? No, I'm kidding. But awesome.
It clicked up to 45, but that's insane.
Dang.
That's the record. I've never seen it go out that low.
Whoa. That is awesome.
44?
Schindel.
Are you kidding
Are
me?
we
Oh
sure?
my. Okay. I mean, it happened. He did it. That's crazy. I mean, look, the mega is still says it's at 45 balls. What? Did that happen?
I'm not sure.
Oh my goodness. That was okay. That's gotta. Oh wow. That is insane. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we need to check that to make sure it's Schindel. That was crazy. I think he took the mega. I mean, it said 44 balls.
Yeah.
That mega was at 45, so there's no way. That is craziness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew.
Dang.
That was a nice win right there.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Okay, so yeah.
yeah, well, hey, after that crazy win by Schindel, we got 2 minutes left to get into this next game. I've never seen it go out of 44 balls.
No.
He had a near perfect game. That is craziness.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. But of course, we do have some more stuff to get into, and let me take a look at some. Okay. But before we go further, we do have that next game against the Angels at 7:10 p.m. And that will start off the series. I think it's a 3 or 4 game series.
I believe so.
Let's take a look. Looking like a 3 games. Yeah. So we have 3 games against them tonight at 7:10. Tomorrow at 6:10, and then finishing off the series this Sunday at 1:10 p.m. for a little afternoon game.
All right.
And then after that series, we'll be heading into next week, starting a series against the White Sox on Tuesday. And then we'll be continuing that series into Thursday, finishing that 3-game series. And then, wow. Yeah, no, Schindel did it.
Oh, that's why. That was round 7. Schindel had taken a jackpot home already.
Yep.
We had mixed that up. Schindel
Wow.
has 100%.
Back-to-back wins.
Back-to-back wins. First splitting up a prize of $43. And now taking home $10,000 over at Mr. Jim Foley's.
Oh, my goodness.
Good job to you, Schindel.
That is insanity. That is just craziness
Wow.
right there. But, hey, I mean, even
That'll
though,
wake you up. We have given away one of each of these prizes.
Yes. No, I mean, that's insane.
Game day bingo is it's a little crazy. It'll get your heart thumping.
I got to put that in the jackpot notes.
We got to, dang.
Wow.
That was good job, Schindel.
Yeah,
Hats off to you.
That was insane.
Beautiful win. That was wow.
I just can't believe it. I'm
I didn't think. I actually didn't know if that was quite the odds of that happening.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Ian and his dad, the whole time that they've been streaming, they've only seen 46 or 47. That's the lowest they've ever seen. So that's a couple balls below that. I didn't even
The lowest I've seen was 48 or 49.
Yeah. So I mean, just the fact 44, that is a low ball number. That's craziness.
Dang.
And the fact that the Mega was at 45, that's just insanity. That is just insanity.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Right as it start at. It starts at that 45.
That is insane.
And
that's awesome. Nice job to Schindel. That is a great jackpot right there. But we still got some money to look forward to on this game. We got the minor at $298 and 58 balls or less to win. When we got that must-go prize at $126, of course, if we can't get any of these other prizes. That major is at $1,000 and 48 balls, and the mega is still sitting around at $10,000 and 45 balls. I'm just saying, it is still there if anyone wants to hit it again.
If someone wants to pull a Schindel and just take our breath away.
I mean, hey, go for it. That's what I'm talking about. But, of course, we do have that next game against the Angels tonight, and then the other series, blah, 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 blah. And then we're ending off the season with another series against the White Sox. So only about, I don't know, but we got 3. So we got about 12 games left. Going to be interesting.
Going to have to take them all.
Yeah, 12. I mean, if we go 12-0. That puts us at 85 and 77. I just don't know if we can catch up to the Guardians like that. Wow, 56 balls. B. We just can't stop right now.
Like a butterfly.
Yeah, stinging like a bee for sure. Taking that minor over at Neeson's Riverside Sports Bar. Nice job to UB. That minor jackpot, $298, and you got the Musco too, $126. Not too shabby on that one. That's some awesome stuff. But we will have that Musco big for the next game, so definitely get enrolled for that one. Looking pretty good. Only 2.5 minutes away.
Yeah, only going into game 10.
100%. That'll be some awesome stuff. But, of course, I mean, things are looking, a little gloomy for the Twins. But maybe we can turn it around. It's still possible. It's like a less than 1% chance. But you never know. So we'll be going into it with some high hopes and maybe off chance we can make the playoffs. But, of course, we've teamed up with the Minnesota Twins. You can play the ETAB game Twins Win today wherever Pilot games are played. So definitely try it out and let us know what you think. But we do have the Twiking Zone standings to get into. These standings are indicative of what you earned during those lunch hour standings, or lunch hour bingo, I mean. So whenever you're playing from 12 to 1, you can get points for these standings. I'll let you take away the players.
Oh, yeah, kicking us off in 10th place, we have Putz over at Lucky's Tavern with 56,000 points. In 9th place, we got T-Bone over at Poppers with 79,000 points. In 8th place, previously in 7th, we have Tez over at Poppers with 87,000 points. In 7th place, previously in 8th, pushing Tez back, we got Red over at American Legion Fridley with 93,000 points. Kicking off that 100,000 point club, we have 6th place Caribou over at Trail Stop Tavern with 119,000 points. In 5th place, we have Mikey Wins over at Chili Lime with 153,000 points. In 4th place, we have Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park with 166,000 points. Third place, Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 179,000 points. In second place, we got Sin Bob over at the Bedrock with 188,000 points. And in first place, we got Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine with 191,000 points.
Awesome stuff. Nice job to all the players within the top 10. You guys are doing some good stuff. But we only got about 45 seconds left to get into this next game. And in the meantime, I'm going to be hitting these location standings and trying to find out who is sitting where. So starting it off in 10th place, we got Cooper's Restaurant in Egan with 69,000 points. 9th place is Halfley's Bar in Richmond with 76,000 points. And now we move into the 100,000 point club with 8th place, which is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. They have 107,000 points, looking pretty good getting into that club. 7th place, we got Miniger Sports Hub on the Crescent with 111,000 points. 6th place is Our Place on 3rd and Faribault with 186,000 points. 5th place is VFW Blaine with 187,000 points. 4th place, we move into the next club. It's Poppers in Virginia with 264,000 points. And now we're moving even into the next club into 3rd place with Corky's Bar in South Haven. They have 344,000 points, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good in the top 3. But in second place, we got American Legion Fridley with 369,000 points. And in first place, skipping a couple clubs, we got VFW Spring Lake Park with 515,000 points. Looking pretty good up in first place. But good job to all those top 10 locations and players. You guys are all doing some great stuff up in there. But of course, we do have balls rolling on this game. We got that must-go set on $190. Minors looking good, $79 and 52 balls or less to win. The major is at $1,000 and 48 balls, and the mega is still sitting at $10,000 and 45 balls or less to win. But yeah, definitely some awesome stuff going on in those Twiking Zone standings. But maybe you guys can take a little bit of a break from our bingo games, and you can try out some of our E-Tab games.
Oh, yeah, definitely something you guys want to try out. We're listening to a little bit of Go for Gold right now. It's one of our favorite E-Tabs we have out. It is Olympic theme, especially, good time to listen to a little bit of Olympic theme. But if that isn't quite your theme, we have over 70 different charitable E-Tab games you guys can check out. And you guys can play anytime to win prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5, and they all have awesome bonus and free play rounds that you guys can check out. And with each of them having their own different theme, it's definitely going to be one for each of you guys.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely check them out. Let us know which one is your favorite. We will send you out a little bit of a shout out on the broadcast if you let us know, and maybe we'll even reveal some of our other favorite E-Tab games to you guys. But of course, we do have this must-go to take a look at. $190. We got players already 2 balls away. Let's take a look, see who can make a move on it. I see some. Oh, ooh. No, there it is. Trojan over at Moe's in Mounds View taking away the must-go of $190.40. Nice job to you. Taking home a pretty hefty must-go prize. But of course, we are going to be getting into this next game in a couple minutes. So keep in mind, we are trucking forward for some game day bingo. And that minor is only getting bigger and better. It's at 54 balls getting into this next game. But we do have a little bit of music history to get into. And all the way back in 1980, Bob Marley plays his final concert. It's a 20-song set at the Stanley Theater in Pittsburgh with his group, the Wailers. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a really fun one.
Yeah, 100%. That'd be awesome to have been at a concert like that. So super cool stuff coming from Bob Marley on this day in history. But up next, we got one that happened a little bit more recently.
Oh, yeah. In 2008, Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction is certified for sales of $18 million by the RIAA, overtaking Boston's self-titled album at $17 million to become the all-time best-selling debut album in America. 10 years later, Hootie and the Blowfish earned the title with their album Cracked Rear View, as certified at $21 million. Wow. That's pretty good.
That's pretty fun. Yeah, Hootie and the Blowfish, that's pretty funny. That's I didn't know that would be the debut most popular album ever for America. Yeah. That's pretty funny.
I wonder what the other list, what the rest of the list looks like.
I don't know. Let's see. I guess we can look right now. All-time best-selling debut albums in America. Let's take a look.
I feel like it's going to be quite a wide range.
Yeah, I feel like it could. Yeah, it could be too. Okay, cool. Yeah, we got a list right here. The top 10 best-selling debut albums in U.S. history. So let's say, oh yes, Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory, 10 million copies sold. That's awesome.
Good for them.
Yeah, I mean it's such a great album.
Oh yeah.
Jewel, Pieces of You, 12 million copies sold. That's pretty cool. So they're a folk artist. Sounds like that's cool.
Okay.
Matchbox 20. That's funny. Yourself or someone like you got 12 million copies sold.
I'm pretty sure that's only for like the song 3 a.m.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Whatchamacallit. But yeah, it's diamond
Good for
certified
them.
now. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I think my mom helped with that a lot.
Yeah, for real. Pearl Jam 10 has 13 million copies sold. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Backstreet Boys, the self-titled one, is 14 million copies. They're tied for number 5.
Okay.
Let's see who they're tied with. Oh, Baby One More Time by Britney Spears. Yeah, that's just super popular. I'm kind of surprised it's not higher.
I felt like that would have been like a maybe 4.
Yeah, for real. But 4 is Whitney Houston. The self-titled album got 15 million copies. That's pretty crazy. Oh, wait. So this must be a little.
This looks like it might be a little outdated.
A little outdated. Yeah. Yeah, 2014. It is.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I wonder what the updated. Yeah, you try and find out what the updated list is, and we'll go through the rest of the top 3. But now, so number 3 right now is on this list. Hootie and the Blowfish Cracked Rear View. So this is actually now number 1. At least it was in 2018. So it's interesting. I wonder if that's changed at all, or if another one overtook it. But Boston is in second, and then Guns N' Roses on this list was still in first. I'm surprised Hootie and the Blowfish had such a blow up in popular, like getting even like 5 million more copies sold. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. This one still has Appetite for Destruction at number 1.
Interesting.
With Linkin Park Hybrid Theory actually right behind it at 30 million.
Interesting. So I guess they must have different
Scales.
filters and stuff. Yeah.
It's looking like it. Yeah, because Hootie and the Blowfish is back all the way at like with that. It says they're at 21 million. This was updated in 2018 though, and it has Guns N' Roses at 30 million.
Interesting. Huh. Let's take a.
I feel like it's got to be.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what. Okay, so let's see. I think there's one right here. No, that's the best debut albums. I think this one might be good. So 35 years ago today, the best-selling debut album of all time was released. Yeah, Simon Says Guns N' Roses. Interesting. I wonder. Oh, I don't know. I feel like it might be Hootie and the Blowfish.
I think it's Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah.
Unless an album has come out since that's gotten more sales.
And honestly, I mean, it is Guns N' Roses. I wouldn't be surprised if they just took back the spot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if something happened and they just ended up taking it back over. But we do have a winner. It is Funk That over at VFW Columbia Heights. Taking away $54.10. Nice job to you. Taking away that must-go prize on the game. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they might have been able to retake it. But Hootie and the Blowfish, that's pretty crazy. I wouldn't have expected like top 3 out of them, or even less first place.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. But of course, we only got about 2 minutes left to get into this next game, and you got to sign up at pgl.world if you want to get in on all that awesome PGL stuff. All these PGL players compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great info in it. So definitely keep updated with all of our PGL and Pilot Game stuff. We send out a lot of really awesome stuff. And if you are concerned about PyCon, we do send out PyCon updates as well. So, keep updated with everything Pilot Games, and we'll be churning out some more info for you guys all the time. But of course, we do only have about a minute left to get into this next game. In the meantime, we're going to shout out some of those brand new PGL member players that just signed up and took our advice.
Oh, yeah. Kicking us off, we got Bakonk, 2 Fresh, MJT, 4 Broke 1, Brian 252, Braden, Brunsey, Hokaday 25, Vegas Made 1, Eli 333, BKR, Sarah, as well as Tate. So congratulations to all those players getting signed up at the PGL, and we hope to see you guys on those PGL standings soon.
Oh, 100%. Definitely some awesome stuff. But speaking of those PGL standings, we do have some players to take a look at in some locations too. But before we hop into them, if you guys didn't know, PGL points are earned when you have a PGL account and participate on those specialty nights like MegaSota Game Night, TwinsWinsDay, and any other Vikings game days that pop up. So definitely keep that in mind. A lot of PGL points going around. Maybe you can see if you can make your way onto the top 10 like some of these elite players, and I'll let you go over them.
Oh, yeah, kicking us off in 10th place, we have Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin with 554,000 points. In 9th place, we got Chapster over at Moe's with 563,000 points. In 8th place, it's Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 570,000 points with 595,000 points. In 7th place, we got Keith over at Billy's Rockford. In 6th place, we have Keeves over at Clearwater Corners with 618,000 points. In 5th place, we got Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill with 623,000 points. In 4th place, it's Sloppy over at Mullins Bar and Grill with 641,000 points. With 675,000 points in 3rd place, we got Devoided over at the Roadside. In 2nd place, we've got Bergar over at Southtown Lanes with 700,000 points. And with the commanding lead in 1st place and the only player in that 100,000 point club, we have Forget You D over at VFW Austin with actually in the million point club with 1,014,000 points. Good job to you, Forget You D.
Awesome stuff. Nice job to Forget You D getting into that club and remaining in 1st place. But we do have balls rolling on this game. We got the must-go set at $57. We got that minor at 56 balls or less to win, over $200. That major is looking good. It's $1,000 and 48 balls or less to win. And that mega is $10,000 and 45 balls or less to win. So definitely some awesome stuff going out for those. But we do have the location standings to get into. So starting it off in 10th place, dropping from 9th, we got the Rusty Nail over in Thief River Falls with 1,711,000 points. In 9th place, coming from outside of the standings, we got Corner Bar and Grill in Winstead with 1,785,000 points. In 8th place, actually falling from 7th, we got VFW Austin with 1,814,000 points. In 7th place, rising from 8th, we got LJ's in Miltona with 1,820,000 points. 6th place, we got Friendly Buffalo over in Big Lake with 1,847,000 points. So all three of those locations right now from 8th to 6th are all looking pretty close to each other, all in that same 100,000 point gap. But of course, up next, getting into the top 5 in the 2 million point club, it's Corner Pocket in Rice with 2,033,000 points. In 4th place, dropping from the top 3, it's Mabel Liquor Store in Mabel with 2,267,000 points. 3rd place, rising from 4th, it's VFW Northfield with 2,270,000 points, only 3,000 points above 4th, a virtual tie. In 2nd, we got Poppers in Virginia with 2,497,000 points. And in 1st place, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 2,970,000 points, looking pretty good. But we do have a couple winners.
Oh, yeah, we got JCJ over at Hooten Knowles over at, taking $57 home on that must-go prize. Good job to you, JCJ.
Awesome stuff. Nice job to you. But good job to all these locations and player standings in the top 10. You guys are all looking pretty good. But, of course, we do have a little bit of Minnesota Wild news to take a look at. And we got some power ranking business to get into. Because the Bleacher Report power rankings just came out, and they actually put the Minnesota Wild at 9. Our last ranking was at 14th overall, so they actually ranked us higher than last time, which is interesting. But the Wild looked like that dark horse team until they ran into the Blues in the opening round and found themselves watching after just 6 games. Fiala was dealt to Los Angeles to ease some salary cap issues, and Talbot was shipped to Ottawa after Minnesota locked up Marc-Andre Fleury for 2 more seasons. And Kirill Kaprizov, he's obviously pretty good too. So yeah, some interesting stuff going on with the Minnesota Wild. It's interesting that they actually have them ranked higher. I kind of like that, to be honest.
It's got me pretty excited for how the season's gonna start coming up.
Yeah, I think if anything, they've just set themselves up more for Kirill to become his team. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's looking like more and more to me. So I think he's up to the challenge to take it and just have like a MVP type season. Maybe not like, whatchamacallit, getting to quite like full MVP level. I don't know if he's yet reached that point in his career, but I think he's ready to take the reins for sure. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays next season with this new team, and honestly how the rest of the team performs too, because a lot of these dudes are playing in entirely new roles coming into the season. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be really cool to see. But, of course, that next game is coming really soon. It's going to be Sunday against the Avalanche. And it's actually happening at 3 p.m., kicking off the preseason. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely watch that one. Get a quick look at how our Wild are looking, starting things off early. But, of course, if you guys are in the mood for a Wild-themed ETAB game, well, I got something to tell you. We teamed up with the Minnesota Wild for an ETAB game that is themed about them called Let's Go Wild. It's a lot of fun. You can play it today at your favorite Minnesota sports bar, so definitely try it out. Let us know what you think. And, of course, we will send you out a little bit of luck if you check in on the broadcast. But we only got about 10 seconds left to get enrolled, so definitely do that. We got that minor at 58 balls or less to win. We got the major at 48 balls or less to win. And we got the mega at 10 grand and 45 balls or less to win. And we got the must-go looking really good, too. $73.60, nothing to shake a stick at. But we do have a little bit of a fishing report to get into. It's looking pretty good, so I'll let you get into it.
Oh, yeah, and this one is over in the Grand Rapids area, and this is by Explore Minnesota, recorded on September 23rd, 2022. So, just today. It's a great time to be on the water in the Grand Rapids area for fall walleye fishing. Trolling crankbaits is a great choice for connecting with walleye, especially in the evening on cloudy days. Lakes that offer great walleye fishing in the fall are Big Winnie, Big Cutfoot, Jesse, Polkagama, Big Split Hand, and Trout Lake in Coleraine. The Mississippi River is a great producer as well, and you can always get some good catches with those shad wraps that we're getting handed out.
Oh, 100%. So hopefully you guys are using them wisely and catching only the best of fish with those Pilot Games shad wraps. It's pretty funny, but apparently one of our pilots' own, Sean, because I was talking to some players when we were giving them out, and I was like, they were like, oh, like, well, are they nice shad wraps? And I was like, they're nice. I don't know if they work though. I haven't tried them myself. And I asked Sean about it, and I was like, oh, hey, Sean, like, do they work good? Like, I don't know, do you have a good experience with them? And he was like, yeah, I was catching some nice walleye up in Canada with them. And so they are field tested, just so you know.
Sean testing them.
That's right. Yeah, literally.
He just wanted new
No,
molars.
seriously, yeah, no, he wanted a shad wrap. That's it. No, it was hilarious. But I mean, I'm kind of glad he tried them out, because now I got to tell players. I was like, hey, I mean, these are tried and true.
Yeah,
these
talk
are
to
some
this
good
man
ones.
over here. He'll let you know.
Yeah, that's right. He got some, 700-pound walleye on these over in Canada. But of course, after he catches those behemoths, because honestly, those are pretty big shad wraps.
I heard
they were meant for a little bit bigger
I heard
fish.
they use those to catch the jaws and shark.
Yeah,
the shark and jaws.
No, seriously, yeah, no. We used a few of them, and we actually distributed them back through the boxes. So some of you have a little insignia of that, a little memory. But of course, before we go further, we do have one away over at American Legion Rice, taking away the must-go of $73.60. Nice job to you, one away. But of course, nice fishing report. Hopefully you guys took in that information, digested it, and just, really took note. And hopefully you become better fishermen from that info you took in. But in the meantime, just a little reminder for you guys that when you are playing Pilot Games, share those pictures that you take with us. We love getting those pictures and showing them off on the broadcast, just like this crazy kid with just won a jackpot right there. We got another jackpot winner right here. I mean, we got a lot of awesome players on this little scroller right here. But if you want to send in any pictures like that, you can send us pictures of you playing with your friends or your favorite bartender, or maybe even winning some jackpots, and you can send them in at Facebook either by posting it with the hashtag Pilot Games, or you can send it into Pilot Games through the Messenger app, or you can even just email it to us directly if you want to avoid all that Facebook business, and you can email it to jackpots@pilotgames.com. So all of those things are honestly pretty good avenues of sending them in. Really no wrong way to go about it. But we do have a little bit of a player picture right here to show off. So let's see who we got in tow. And there it is. We got a whole bunch of players winning a nice jackpot, $962. Definitely what we love to see. That's some awesome stuff. Just everybody having a little bit of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Being like, hey, I touched the enroll button, so that means I get 500, right?
It's like, yeah, I'm getting part of this, right?
Yeah, that's right. Like, I'm in the picture, so.
Rounds are on you
Yeah,
guys.
exactly. That's why I would be saying all that and more.
Oh, yeah.
But, of course.
There's your new best friends right there.
Seriously. Meanwhile, when I'm winning the jackpot, I'm sprinting out of the bar.
Oh, yeah.
Like, taking the iPad with me.
You got the phone in your hand. You
Literally,
got Jen
like
on speed
where?
dial.
Yeah, exactly. Like where is Jackpot Jen?
Yeah, I need to speak with her.
Airdrop the money to me right now. But of course, that was a nice jackpot. Nice picture. Seemed like a lot of really cool friends. So definitely always love to see those types of things. But we do only have about half a minute left to get enrolled into this next game of the broadcast, so keep that in mind. That minor is looking really good. $420 in 60 balls or less to win. Definitely really good chances at getting at that one. That major is $1,000 and 48 balls, and the mega is at $10,000 and 45 balls or less to win. Excuse me. But of course, we do have a little bit of Minnesota Vikings news to get into in the meantime. And we got some matchups that you might want to pay attention to going into this game against the Lions. So, the Lion offensive tackles Taylor Decker and Penei Sewell are obviously going to be issues for our D-line, especially our pass rushers, Danielle Hunter and Zadarius Smith. It's going to be an interesting one, especially with Penei Sewell. He's so young, just going into his second year. It's going to be interesting to see how, he plays against some of these more veteran dudes that are very proven and, good at what they do. So, honestly, it's going to be interesting to see how, he can react to that and if Danielle Hunter and Zadarius Smith can get the best of them. But, of course, Taylor Decker is a little bit more, proven. So, it's going to be cool to see. I hope Danielle Hunter and Zadarius Smith just go off. That would be awesome. But our Lions cornerbacks, not our. Forget, I'm not talking to Michiganders. But the Lion cornerbacks, Jeff Okudah, Monty Oruwariye versus the Vikings wide receivers, Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. So this is an interesting one. The Lions cornerback room, it's okay. Jeff Okudah, he was a third overall pick a couple of years ago. He's just been out with so many injuries and stuff, really hasn't gotten a chance to prove himself. But, the dude was one of the best quarterback prospects you might have ever seen. You know what I mean? He was a bona fide top 3 pick coming out of college, going into the NFL. He just didn't have a great slew of, the first few games he played and then just got seriously injured. So we really haven't seen him fully developed quite yet. So he is a very interesting prospect, and honestly, still is a prospect.
Yeah, because at that point, he doesn't really have much playing time.
No, he's basically almost still a rookie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think
he's still unproven.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he even has 20 games under his belt.
Man,
let's take a look. I actually kind of interested now to see how many games he has. I don't know if he tops 20 at all. Let's take a look. No, I don't like ESPN stats. They always suck. Pro Football Reference is the way to go.
There we go.
Oh,
we got
nice.
Divine over at American Legion Shakti taking home that minor jackpot of $433. Good job to you, Divine. That was some awesome stuff there.
100%. But yeah, no, he doesn't even have 15. He doesn't even have a season at all.
Wow.
He had 9 games, so he's played in 12. He's played in 12 games, not a full season. Not near. 17 games is a full season now, so that's pretty crazy. What should we call it? But he has been doing better in these couple games he's played. He's had some nice tackles, some nice plays. He's had nice coverage. Hasn't really been giving up a lot either. So, hey, I'm not too mad with him, to be honest. He's been doing a lot better than some certain Vikings cornerbacks that, we've grown to hate. So interesting prospect, and it's going to be fun to see how he plays around Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen and the rest of the receivers we have. It's going to be fun to see. But I honestly think the Vikings wide receivers are kind of set to eat this next game.
I'm not too worried about Justin Jefferson and the coverage he's going to have on him.
Yeah, no, not at all.
I don't think it's going to be nothing like that Eagles coverage.
It's just an issue of how many times it's going to be wide open. You know what I mean? It's just with a defense like the Lions do, you look back at their last couple of games and it's okay, they gave up 36 to the Eagles, and like 27 to the Commanders. Obviously, they have an electric offense, but their defense hasn't really been doing them any favors.
It's been a little lackluster.
Yeah, it's been a little bit lackluster.
I'm excited to see Adam Thielen possibly get more targets because I think that'd be really nice to see.
Yeah, 100%. I think Adam Thielen maybe like throughout the season will get those red zone targets.
Yeah.
But I think honestly that they're trying not to use him as much.
Yeah.
Just because he's a little bit older, and I think they want to like keep him healthy for just when they get nearer to the postseason and stuff. But yeah, no, I agree. It's always fun to see Adam Thielen get his. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But
just because like it's just been years of seeing Adam Thielen get great catches.
Yeah, exactly. But Adam Thielen, great player. Hopefully, we can see some more great players from him this season. But so that's one of the matchups we're looking at: the cornerback room versus our wide receiver room. I think we win that. I think we take that for sure. And I honestly think that we take the offensive line battle and the defensive line battle with Danielle Hunter and Zadarius Smith besting theirs.
Yeah.
But the Lions D-line, Aleem McNeil versus Minnesota's interior offensive line. I think that is where we start to question a little bit.
Our interior offensive line has been a little lackluster.
Yeah,
just a little.
It's been inconsistent.
The Eagles kind of just destroyed it and went right for honestly, they were right in Kirk Cousins' face most of the game.
Yeah.
So
hopefully
there's been a little bit of improvement. There was probably talk within the past week over it and what they need to do to improve all that. So
no, I agree, but it's just one of those things where it's like I don't know. Like last season they didn't look good, and going into this season we didn't really make that many changes.
Not to it. I was expecting a little bit more towards our at least towards sender and everything like that. But
yeah, it looks mostly everything was kind of centered around just making the defense better, which honestly I didn't mind too much.
No.
But I mean that is still a pretty major issue to have. It's something that I feel like we probably should have gotten J.C. Treader,
especially with our receiving room that we have. We have these amazing targets to go for.
Yeah,
and if you're not going to give him the time to actually go for it, and it's just going to be a problem.
And not only that, but giving Dalvin Cook some space to run.
Yeah.
The dude hasn't been doing great, to be honest.
He hasn't been able to really get through a gap.
No, he hasn't been in it. He hasn't gotten any space or time to run. I mean, the instant he hits the pocket, it's just wow, okay, he's getting tackled. Yeah. I mean, he might.
I think we saw the most out of 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. No, seriously. I think his highest carry was probably under 10. He hasn't had many opportunities. You know what I mean? He's been doing okay, but it just hasn't been getting a lot of great looks.
Seems like the hole just seems to be plugged every time.
Yeah, seriously. So it's gonna be interesting to see how our interior offensive line tries to improve going into this next game. I think really that's the biggest question about this next game. Is just how our offensive line is going to react. So, interesting stuff. But that next game is against the Lions, like we were saying. It's going to be happening at noon on Sunday. So, just one of the many lunchtime games going on. It's going to be a lot of fun. But before that game starts, though, you can even do it now. Click the sports link on our Player Connect app and fill in the e-tip boards. You can earn some extra PGL points by doing that. And it's always a lot of fun just kind of competing with players across Minnesota. But, of course, we do have the must-go prize available. We have moved past the minor, major, and mega. That must-go is set at $173.80. And we got players already. I mean, hey, Lover just taking it away. Not even 2 balls away, just getting it. Lover over at American Legion Spicer, nice job to you. Taking away that must-go right off the bat like that in 60 balls. But of course, we were talking a little bit about the Vikings, and we actually have an E-Tab game out with the Vikings right now because we teamed up with them. And it's called Vikings Victory. It's a lot of fun. You can pick a letter out in the skull bonus and win some big prizes. So definitely check it out and let us know what you think. But we only got about 2.5 minutes left to get into this next game of Game Day Bingo. So get enrolled. Try and get a chance at the minor. It's at $150 and 54 balls or less to win. The major and mega are both looking pretty good too. But we do have some happy hour standings to get into. And this has not been updated since the merger of Jackpot Hunter and Vikings, or Skull Bingo, I mean to say. So keep that in mind. But we have been compiling the points since then, so we'll be able to merge them soon. Just haven't been able to do so yet. But I'll let you get into the players for the top 10 of those happy hour standings.
Oh, yeah, kicking us off in a three-way tie in 10th place. We got Wolfstein over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, Crazy Kid over at the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45, and Jay Surma over at Grumpy's Bar and Grill Roseville. In 7th place, we had another three-way tie between Dustball 75 over at Charlie Sports Bar and Grill, Tesla over at Friends Bar and Restaurant, and Kirby over at American Legion Fridley. In 6th place, we had a Lucky Ride over at South Street Saloon. 5th place was Chica over at William McCoy's of Andover. In 4th place, we had Billany over at VFW Blaine. In 3rd place, we had Old Lars over at Onamia Vets Club. In 2nd place was Brother Nate over at Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville. And in 1st place was Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards.
Awesome stuff. Nice job to all the players in the top 10. You guys are doing great. Hopefully, we can see some of you guys maintaining their spot on the top 10 after all those crazy shakeups. But in the location standings, they were standing like this a while ago. In 10th place, the Dugout Bar and Grill in Bethel. 8th place was a two-way tie between the Barrel House Bar and Cafe and Willie McCoy's of Andover. 7th place, we got Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar in Burnsville. 6th place is VFW Blaine. 5th is Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop. 4th is American Legion Fridley. 3rd is VFW Spring Lake Park. 2nd is Onamia Vets Club. 1st is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. All looking pretty good in the top 10. It's going to be interesting again to see who remains. But we only got about 20 seconds to get into this next game, so let me get enrolled, try and get a chance at it. The minor jackpot is looking good, 54 balls. Major jackpot is at $1 grand and 48 balls, and the mega is at $10 grand and 45 balls. So keep all that in mind. Try and get a chances at some of these. In the meantime, we got some celebrity birthdays to get into, and this first one is really cool.
Oh, yeah, this one is born in 1930. It was Ray Charles Robinson, American singer and pianist, who pioneered soul music with Georgia on My Mind, Mess Around, and Hit the Road Jack.
Yeah, that's awesome. Ray Charles is a really, really, iconic singer. It's very famous, known for, like you said, pioneering soul music. So really cool. Happy birthday to you, Ray Charles. But up next, born in 1938, we got Tom Lester, an American actor known for being Ebb in Green Acres. It's cool. Let's take a look at Tom Lester. I don't really know if know what he looks like.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. Green Acres. I don't think I've really ever watched Green Acres, so it's probably the reason.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
He was in Dracula 3000.
What is Dracula 3000?
It's hilarious. It's the sequel to Dracula 2000.
No, wow.
I think it's just Dracula 3000, but this was hilarious. That's
funny.
So funny. Yeah, no, this is one of those like really, really bad B-rated movies that was on Sci-Fi.
And also, I think they added Tommy Lester, and they meant to add Tommy Lister Jr.
That's terrible.
Yeah, because Tommy Lister Jr. is,
I think that's somebody else. I think Tom Lester is here. Yeah,
okay, yeah,
there's
okay.
Tom Lester.
For a second, I was like, did they just like add him there
yeah,
on
it just like
accident?
changed to who he is.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, Dracula 3000. That is super, super funny. Oh yeah, no, it was Dracula 2000.
Really?
Yeah, this is the better one. And then Dracula 3000 came out. Yeah, Gerard Butler was in this.
What?
Christopher Plummer was in it too. Omar Epps was in it. There's a few people in this one. But yeah, no, my grandma loves this movie though. So this was also on Sci-Fi. Oh yeah, that's what he looks like in it.
I don't think. Yeah, Tom Lester was not in Dracula 3000.
It's funny. Yeah, they probably. Well, he might have just been a back character to be honest.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
That's fun.
Yeah. Oh, but we do have a winner. G-Man over Wild Boar Bar and Grill taking away the must go with $68.80. Nice job to you, G-Man. But yeah, pretty cool stuff.
Oh, that's an interesting Russell Crowe.
Yeah, no, it's funny.
Wow.
He's very young in it. But whatchamacallit? Yeah, honestly, watching it, I don't really remember it like being him, so that's funny.
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's funny.
I've never seen Dracula 2000.
Yeah, no,
It's interesting.
It's a very, very funny movie. It's not good. It's like so I
Are you
wouldn't.
sure?
Yeah, no, it's not good. I wouldn't recommend watching it. Like it's literally like one of those movies my grandma just likes because it showed up on TV all the time.
That's fair.
Yeah, exactly. And Dracula 3000, I think she liked too, but it sucked. Like, dude, there was this one movie I watched. with my grandma, and it was like we were sitting there, and it was like, why are we watching this?
It was worse when it was like almost like the sci-fi original movies
Yeah.
that came out. Like there was this one that I watched where these people were just like on an island, and these like invisible creatures just like hunted them.
Yep.
It was just weird.
There was this. Oh man, what was it? It was this. There was this movie. It was like in the 70s or 80s or something, and it was the most confusing. It was maybe the worst movie I've ever seen.
Okay.
Like, which is saying something, to be honest. Like, it was to the point where it was like, this kind of actually feels like a middle school, like high school project.
Wow.
Like, and I wouldn't go so far as like middle school, but like actually, like I feel like some high school sophomores like made this movie. And it's not even like straight up, like not even as a joke. Like they actually tried to just make a movie.
Oh no.
Like it was crazy. Like it was pretty bad. Like it was a horror movie, and it starts off where like they were in an airport, and for some reason they're coming back home, like from somewhere. They don't really explain why they weren't home in the first place. And I was like, okay, I guess they're coming back home from somewhere. And then they go. And for some reason they can't stay at their house, so they go to like an abandoned house that was creepy for some reason. And it's just bad. It's all over the place. I've never seen anything like it. If I can find out the name of the movie, I will look it up and see if they have a trailer for it, because I guarantee the trailer is terrible. No,
It's The Strangers. No, I'm kidding. That's actually a good scary movie.
That's funny.
Messed up, but yeah.
Yes. But of course, happy birthday to you, Tom Lester, one of the greatest actors of our generation. But up next, in 1943, we got Marty Schottenheimer. He was an American football coach known for coaching the Cleveland Browns, the Chiefs. He was also the NFL Coach of the Year with the San Diego Chargers in 2004.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome. So, happy birthday to you, Mr. Marty. But up next, we have another American icon.
Oh, yeah. Next up, born in 1949, we got Bruce Springsteen, American Grammy and Academy Award-winning singer-songwriter and rock musician known as The Boss. Did songs like Born to Run and Born in the USA.
Awesome. Happy birthday to Bruce Springsteen. That's really cool. What's your favorite Bruce Springsteen song?
Glory Days?
Okay. I'm going to have to look mine up. I don't typically listen
to... Or maybe Dancing in the Dark. I'm not like a massive Bruce Springsteen fan.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had any of his songs ever really downloaded, to be honest.
Like, I know his songs, but like a good chunk of them, I just don't really... I don't like go out of my way to listen to him.
Yeah.
But he's good.
I think... what was that one song where it was like... I don't think it's a Bruce Springsteen song. Never mind. I was thinking of that one song where it was like standing like a Duke in the night or whatever. It was like, everybody thinks it's like revving like a douche in the night or revving like something in the night.
That's like the Manfred Earth Band or something like that.
Yeah,
Manfred Mann's Earth Band.
Manfred Band. And what was the? Was it Blinded by the Light?
Blinded by the Light.
And did Bruce Springsteen do Blinded by the Light?
I don't think so.
So it was just them.
Yeah.
I don't know why I think about Bruce Springsteen.
He did one like Dancing in the Dark, and we're just dancing in the dark.
Yeah, and this one. Yeah, revved up like a deuce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because whatchamacallit, there was
Everyone
this whole...
thought it was like, something else, like a cleaning product.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatchamacallit.
I did that, like, I still do it today. Man, it sounds like it.
Yeah, it does sound like it, yeah. It's pretty funny, but yeah, Blinded by the Light.
Also, saying something is like a
song.
deuce doesn't sound right to me.
I don't know.
Because it just sounds like something like, number 2.
Yeah, exactly. But of course... we do have a winner, and we let them win. It is Let Me Win over at American Monticello, taking away the must-go of $79.30. Nice job to you. But for this next game, we are going to be taking a quick break, so we will be right back. See you guys in a sec.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Hey guys, how's it going? We are getting into this next game of Game Day Bingo, and it's looking pretty good. That must-go prize is at $102. Minor is over $530 and 60 balls or less to win. Major actually just clicked up, $1,200 and 49 balls or less to win. And the Mega, 10 grand and 45 balls or less to win. Looking good too. But when we left off, we were talking about Bruce Springsteen since it's his birthday today. And yeah, pretty cool stuff. What did you say your favorite was?
Glory Days.
Nice.
It's very catchy.
Yeah, mine was probably Born to Run or Dancing in the Dark.
That's a good one. I think, isn't Born to Run the one that was playing when Forrest Gump was on his little dealio?
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it was the song that. Okay.
Yeah. Try and see. I'm not too sure, but I think that's probably it. Born to Run. But we do have balls continuing to roll. We do have players 12 balls away. Looking pretty interesting. I think we could get online for the major, but that minor is in 60 balls. So if we don't hit the major, don't worry too much about it. That minor isn't too much lower than the major is. Whatchamacallit? Was it? No, I wasn't born in the USA. That's funny. Born to Run.
I think during his long run scene, there's Born to Run plays.
Oh yeah, I'm sure probably.
Oh no, Against the Wind, Bob Seger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Running against the wind.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Happy birthday to Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, yeah.
It is his birthday today. But up next in 1962, we got John Harbaugh, an American NFL coach. Coached the Super Bowl team in 2012 for the Ravens and has been the coach for the Ravens since 2008 to now.
Yeah.
But we do have a winner, Kel Bell, over at Big Louie's Bar and Grill in Crystal, taking away that minor jackpot at $531. Nice job to you. But we do have that minor going out, but the must-go is going to be looking really nice for this next game, so definitely keep that in mind. But, of course, happy birthday to John Harbaugh. Or John Harbaugh. No, John Harbaugh.
That was
pretty cool.
He got to play his brother in that Super Bowl, didn't he?
Yeah.
It was both the Harbaugh brothers,
it was Jim Harbaugh.
Over
The 49ers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember because I was like, that was his first Super Bowl, and he played against his brother, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's got to be a really cool thing.
No, yeah, 100%. Definitely pretty cool stuff. But since then, Jim hasn't been doing all too much over in Michigan.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, he is coaching over at Michigan.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But, of course, definitely some pretty cool stuff. Happy birthday to you, John Harbaugh, born in 1962 on this day. But up next, we got a pretty big actor.
Yeah, next up, born in 1978, we got Anthony Mackie, American stage and screen actor, known for his work with Brother to Brother, The Hurt Locker, where he was Sergeant Sanborn, and Captain America, where he plays Falcon.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey, Anthony Mackie, I like Anthony Mackie, to be honest. I usually like it when he's in a movie, to be honest.
I think his best work was in Pain and Gain.
With Painting Game?
Pain and Gain.
Oh, Pain and Gain.
Isn't that the Mark Wahlberg one?
Yes.
Yeah, where they're
yes.
like what are they?
It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson was in it, yeah.
That's so funny.
Weren't they like bodybuilders that were trying to like rob someone?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that was the plot of it. I remember seeing trailers for it all the time, and it was coming out.
Yeah, it looked like a really funny movie.
Yeah.
Not like actually funny, but just like
it's one of those
interesting
movies
cast where it's like
you'd go with all your friends to see it in the theaters.
Yeah, it's like a night watch. Like you go with all your friends at like 10 o'clock at night or something.
Yeah, but of course, he was in 8 Mile too. That's really funny. I forgot he was the main little dude.
He is. He's Clarence.
Yeah, he's from Cranbrook.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Synchronic. Is that the Alien movie?
It looks like it would be an alien movie, but I actually have no idea.
Jamie Dornan and I don't know. Let's see. New
Jamie
Orleans
Dornan kind of looks like
paramedics.
he kind of looks like an off-brand Henry Cavill from here.
Oh, apparently so. Okay, this looks interesting. Apparently, people like it. It gets pretty good rating. 6.2 for a Netflix movie. That's not really that bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes is almost 80%. It's at 79%. I wonder what the audience score is. That's always the true tell.
I trust the audience score way more than the.
Wow.
At 76, if it's not that too far off, I feel like it's got to be a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
I feel like it's something I would enjoy maybe.
Yeah, I would probably watch this, to be honest.
I don't know what it's a.
So let's take a look at what's the rundown of this.
Yeah, the plot.
They have the little Google thing, but I want to let's take a look. Let's see what Wiki has to say.
Synopsis.
Let's see. So Steve, a ladies' man, and Dennis, a married father, work together as paramedics in New Orleans, Louisiana. They are called out to scenes of cases where people are either, passed away in strange circumstances or whose stories are incoherent. The cases are linked to a new designer drug called Synchronic, which the movie's named after.
Okay.
At a domestic abuse call, they find a stabbing victim and an old sword embedded in the wall. While Steve tends to an injured man, he's accidentally pierced by a needle. Being tested for possible infections leads to the discovery of cancer in his underdeveloped pineal gland. The second call is a burn victim. The third call is a bite from a venomous snake no longer found in the area. So all these things is really weird calls apparently.
Yeah, that just aren't adding up.
Yeah. So so there's more swords apparently and stuff like that. So interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, yeah. No, that's crazy. It sounds
Apparently,
pretty crazy.
There's a bunch of sci-fi stuff that goes on in it as well.
Yeah.
I thought I saw someone about time travel.
Yeah. So adults seem to only partially move through time like ghosts.
And he travels back to the. Okay, I'm seeing spoilers here. This sounds very interesting.
So it sounds like whatchamacallit. It's traveling through time a little bit. You can kind of see that in the movie poster as well. Interesting.
I guess that would make a lot of sense considering the word chronic is in it, which is about time. So.
Well, yeah. Whatchamacallit. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Well, chronic. Whatchamacallit. I think extends towards the disease part more so. As in chronic diseases.
Yeah.
But of course, Kirby is taking away the win. $181 on That Must Go is not too shabby at all. Not nice to you, Kirby, over at VFW Spring Lake Park, taking away that one. That is a not too bad win. It's awesome stuff. But of course, Anthony Mackie, it's his birthday today. Synchronic seems like a pretty decent movie.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Anthony Mackie. But we do have one more birthday that came out today, and it is none other than born in 1985, Hasan Minhaj. He's an American stand-up comedian known for the Patriot Act with Hasan Minhaj.
Huh.
So yeah, pretty cool stuff. I think that's just kind of a little talk show, comedy show he has.
Yeah, like a comedy special thing.
Yeah, that has to do with
on
politics
Netflix.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting stuff. So he comes from The Daily Show, and he gets the spotlight to himself in this show and his name in the title on this Netflix original series. So the Peabody Award-winning comic explores the modern cultural and political landscape with depth and sincerity. And each weekly episode, he uses his unique comedic voice and storytelling skill to investigate the larger trends shaping the fragmented world. According to Netflix, Minhaj, who also serves as an executive producer, is the first Indian-American host of a weekly comedy show.
Wow.
That's pretty fun. Definitely pretty cool stuff. But yeah, Hasan Minhaj. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What happened? So apparently it canceled after 2 years.
Okay. 39 episodes, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was a pretty good run. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Why was there a reason I got canceled?
So it ran from 2018 to 2020.
I see. So apparently, so it even won an Emmy. That's pretty cool. But the final season was postponed due to the pandemic, and it probably just got to the point where he was probably doing other stuff and was just like, all right, I'm done with it now.
Eventually, once you get started with other projects and stuff, you kind of don't want to just continue with something you're.
Yeah,
what he got going on.
especially with comedy, I feel like. I feel like with his, like, how he works, like, I see him in a lot of other things, too.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's probably in his best interest, like, he just keeps bouncing around and doing other things.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
probably what he does, and that's probably why. So that's cool, though.
Yeah.
So apparently Patriot Act was pretty successful, and he had a good time with that. So that's fun. But yeah, other than that, looks like he made appearances in Arrested Development. Anything else that he's been doing? Doesn't really look like. I have been seeing him in a lot more things, though.
Yeah, I've seen him in, like, other just, like, random, like doing, like, side work with other people.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
shows,
Yeah.
like and like clips online and that sort of
Yeah.
thing. Like definitely with the Daily Show, I've seen him on there a couple
Oh, yeah.
times. I wonder if he's still on the Daily Show.
I won't.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's like his main thing that he does. Yeah, that's cool though.
Yeah.
So happy birthday to Hassan Minaj. Definitely a cool birthday for today. But that was all of our birthdays for this day. And yeah, definitely some cool ones. I think some highlights, probably Ray Charles is a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce Springsteen and Anthony Mackie. Those are probably my top three.
Yeah, I would say so.
100%. So happy birthday to all you people. And happy birthday to all the people out there who aren't on the celebrity list.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys have a very good day. But we do have that must go set at $70. We got the minor at $185 and 54 balls or less to win. We got the major at $1,351 and 49 balls or less to win. And that mega is sitting at 10 grand and 45 balls or less to win. So definitely some really cool stuff going on with that. But we do have a little bit of Minnesota Timberwolves news to get into. And the hype train is full steam ahead as the Minnesota Timberwolves prepare to open training camp on Tuesday. And now there's talks that the Timberwolves are entering the season with the best big three in the NBA. Sounds pretty crazy, but on paper, it's definitely legitimate. With Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, and the budding superstar Anthony Edwards. In fact, the Timberwolves are the only team in the NBA with 3 players in the top 25 of ESPN's Best 100 Players rankings. Edwards checks in at number 25, Gobert ranks 18th, and Towns is actually 13th. D'Angelo Russell also made the top 100, but he's ranked 93rd. So, I mean, that's interesting. The Towns at 13th is crazy.
Yeah,
That's pretty high.
I think it's insanely high.
Yeah, and like it's cool, but also, like, I'm going to have to see the people around him.
Because I'm just not quite sure how that, like, shapes around everybody else that's in the league.
Yeah. So let's take a look at what they got going. But we do have a winner.
Yeah, we got Bev over at McBee's on the Lake taking home that minor jackpot of $185 right on the last ball. Good job to you, Bev. Definitely some awesome stuff. As we start getting ready for game number 22 of Game Day Bingo, our second to last game.
Awesome
Dang.
stuff. So, yeah, definitely getting rolled. Try and get a chance at this. We still got the major, minor, and mega. They're all still available. But that must-go prize for next game is going to be very, very good. So, definitely getting rolled for that. It's going to be a nice prize to try and get. But let's see. So getting into the top 20, you have Anthony Davis starting off the top 20.
Okay.
So, interesting. They did have Anthony Davis last season at number 9, but with how injured he was this season, he just didn't get a lot of play time. And the little play time he did get wasn't really great. I can see why he would drop to number 20. So, understandable. Excuse me. Number 19. He dropped a little bit to Bradley Beal. So, he was number 11. But he didn't really have a great season. He only played 40 games. He ended up getting surgery and missing the rest of his season. And also he didn't really have a crazy season in 40 games either. He only averaged like 23 points, maybe like 24, and just wasn't doing as usual Bradley Beal greatness. Usually, I mean, like a crazy Bradley Beal season is like he's averaging 28. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was last season. So it's interesting to see. But yeah, pretty cool stuff going on with that. Yeah, interesting stuff. Number 18, Rudy Gobert. That's a good one. He actually rose a little bit in ranks from last year, getting into the top 20, so cool stuff for that. Number 17, they got Jimmy Butler. That's a crazy one. I'm kind of surprised he's so far behind. I guess his regular season play isn't the greatest. He kind of performs a little bit more when he hits the postseason, but honestly,
Which is, like, honestly, is that anything you'd want to, like, shame.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah, like,
if he can
like,
carry his team far into the postseason, then like, why wouldn't you rank him
Postseason
higher?
that's when you're expecting people to like potentially even be like dropping off. They've just been playing how many games throughout this? Like the NBA has a crazy long season.
82. It's insane.
So like, if someone's going exponential throughout the season, that's crazy. Being able to like, that's like wow, they're helping out through the postseason.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I mean, it's crazy. Jimmy Butler, 17, kind of maintaining his rank from last year. He was 16 last year.
Like dropping one isn't,
not too
just
bad.
like
But actually, switch spots. Trae Young apparently got a little step above Jimmy Butler, according to ESPN. I actually don't really agree with this, to be honest. But Trae Young, they have him at 16. I just don't think he's good enough at defense right now.
Would you have kept that at least the same or pushed him back one more?
I think it's reasonable at 17.
Okay, so just a fair, like, even swap, probably.
The thing with Jimmy Butler is that he's like a superstar in the league.
Yeah.
Like he is a bona fide, like he's two-way superstar. Trae Young is a offensive star. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he can average, he could probably average 30 points a game. I wouldn't be surprised if he did that. And that's elite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have to have an elite scoring ability to be able to do that. And he could probably also play make at a very elite level while doing that. But he just can't do the same on the defensive side of the floor. You know what I mean? He's just not really all there. He's a little smaller. He's like 6'1". Not super heavy either.
I was gonna say with a pretty light frame.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it's not really giving him a lot of advantage being that size, but at the same time, he just doesn't utilize his speed very well on defense either. So it's kind of like one of those things where it's like I feel like he could get better at defense just because like I don't think he really. I don't know. There's something about
he's like really putting it all in at defense, where he's just kind of like slacking.
I think he still has some potential on defense he could reach into.
Yeah,
to be honest.
he just needs something he's focused on now at all.
I think as a young player, you're right. He just doesn't focus on it very much. But I think as he gets a little bit smarter in the league, and I think as he gets a little bit more of that veteran like sense,
and once you can't like solely rely on your offensive ability.
Yeah, very true. You're going to have to rely more on opportunistic scoring chances rather than just running around and, eating it up every time.
Yeah.
So whatchamacallit, it's going to be interesting to see how he develops, but I think he's going to end up being a superstar in the league. I just don't think right now he can be considered that because half of his game is missing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Trae Young. He's definitely deserving of being in the top 20, though, purely because of just how elite he is at scoring. But Paul George up next, interesting, number 15. I think he I think he deserves it. But before we go further into that, we do have Slappy over Carboni's Pizza, Rudy over Muni, Slappy Carboni's Pizza, Rudy over Municipal Liquor Store in Ackley, and Barb K over at VFW Brooklyn Park. All of them splitting up that $148 must-go prize. Nice job to the three of you. But we were talking about Paul George. He's number 15 on the list. I
3 from last year.
Yeah, he drops a little 3. I agree with it.
Right.
I mean, he didn't have a great season, but he didn't have a bad season. He still is ultra talented. He's good at defense. No, honestly, 15. But he had a quiet year. There's not really a lot more to say.
Kind of just like melancholy.
Yeah, exactly. He got injured too, so he wasn't able to play in all the games.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like he's hovering around the same spot somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Okay, Paul George. Damian Lillard is at 14.
Right.
Honestly, he might need to be lower. Because last year he just wasn't doing great. Let's see. He's his 32%, shooting 32% from 3. Just the one thing that he's supposed to be great at on offense, he just wasn't really performing very well. And then he had a pretty bad injury too, I think. Yeah, 29 games that he played, and that was with a core muscle injury apparently, and he got surgery for it. So it's interesting. I mean, he didn't have a great season, but you honestly probably could chalk it up to just like the injury was getting to him. And
it was like he was playing through the pain for years.
Yeah.
And it's like eventually it's got to be very tiring on your body.
Exactly. And he probably shouldn't have been playing through it. You know what I mean?
Honestly, that's probably just going to make whatever his injury was just way worse.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Hopefully he's not going to be even worse this year while he's coming off from that surgery.
Yeah, I mean with him, like I feel like whatchamacallit, with a core muscle injury, you can probably expect a pretty decent recovery from it.
Yeah.
But whatchamacallit, I'm just glad it wasn't like an ankle injury or knee injury he was playing through.
Okay, I wasn't quite sure what the injury was.
Oh, yeah, core muscle.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
core muscle, like, he got surgery on it.
Yeah.
He's probably going to bounce back perfect next year.
Oh, yeah.
So, which I'm glad, though, because, like, it kind of sucks when players get those bad injuries, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't like seeing talent like that just, like wasted away. Like, it really
Exactly,
sucks
because
to see.
like, you know, like your own body just kind of can't keep up, or like
Yeah.
unfortunate circumstances, like literally just being bumped and landing wrong on your ankle could like potentially ruin like
Well, dude,
your career.
whatchamacallit, there was this dude in the 80s that was like supposed to be like the next star. Like he was insane. Like he was really, really crazy. And then he like whatchamacallit, like he ended up passing away right after he was like drafted. And he just like he never got the opportunity, and he never got to do any. I mean, it's just really
You
tough.
see that with like even like football, like random like car accidents,
Yep.
anything like that. It's just
Yeah, I mean, with
Man.
Dwayne Haskins from the Steelers,
Yeah.
he was set to be their starting quarterback going into the season, and just the unfortunate happened. And it sucks because like he even like had a very big presence in the locker room already. His teammates really
Yeah.
liked him already, and yeah,
it's just a
exactly, it's just one of those unfortunate things that happen. It's just very, very unfortunate. But with this, Damian Lillard, at least he's going to be able to bounce back from that core muscle, and hopefully, continue to have a good career.
yeah.
But of course, the one that's above him, it's Karl Anthony Towns. He's a number 13, and he actually rose a lot from this last season. He was the 3-point contest winner. That's a pretty big deal, to be honest.
Like the tallest of all time to do it too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think he was. I think Dirk Nowitzki won it. So yes, twice. So he has whatchamacallit. Oh no, never mind. So I think Dirk Nowitzki, they might be the same height. I think Dirk Nowitzki might be taller.
Okay.
Let me see. I think Dirk Nowitzki is like a legit 7-footer.
Okay.
Yeah, and Karl Anthony Towns I think is like 6'11".
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah.
Okay.
But whatchamacallit. So Dirk Nowitzki has him by an inch. But whatchamacallit, Karl Anthony Towns is the only other big man to win the 3-point contest, which is insane.
That's crazy.
That is really crazy.
Like that's a really good like showcase.
No, it is. I mean, and honestly, it's a big deal that he won it. So really cool stuff. But also, now going into this next season, it's a question of if he can, like they actually start with this, can he defend and play at the power forward position? Because they're so much faster. You know what I mean? And like he's used to playing against a little slower, a little less agile centers and stuff. And it's going to be interesting to see how it affects his play style. But we do have Kurt over at American Legion Royalton taking away that must-go of $76. Nice job to you, Kurt. But yeah, really cool stuff. Karl Anthony Towns, like to see it. And the people they have better than him, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, and then I think some other people too. But yeah, I can see that. James Harden and Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard should probably be better than James Harden, to be honest. That's an interesting one. But who do you think is the top 3? If you yourself had to name the top 3 players right now, who would you put it?
Nikola Jokic.
Okay.
Possibly. I'm guessing.
What would
here.
you say is number 1?
No, I think probably people are still possibly putting LeBron at number 1.
Okay.
Or 2.
Okay.
I feel like he's definitely either there. I do not know basketball enough to place a 3rd.
Here, I can give you who they have in the top 5. So a couple other players that you didn't say. They have Steph.
Steph Curry. Steph Curry, he's probably just outside of that top 3, either like at 4 or 5.
They have Joel Embiid. They have a few other people. Let's see, what's another pair? They have Luka Doncic. He's in the league too. Who else do they have?
I'll go Luka Doncic then.
Okay, sweet. So you're saying LeBron, Nikola Jokic, and Luka Doncic. All right.
Yeah.
LeBron isn't in the top 5.
That's actually, you know what?
LeBron is at number 6.
I'm actually kind of proud of that.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That actually kind of like, I don't know about like if I want to say that makes me happy.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm just kind of glad that people aren't just, like, just instantly tossing that. It's like,
it's interesting. It's really interesting. But
is this basing it off of, like, just what we feel like their year is gonna be like?
yeah, so going
that's
into
fair.
this season, who is going to be the best player?
Yeah, who's gonna be dominating?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Like, you can't be the best forever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's understandable.
But so they have Stephen Curry at number 5. We saw that one a little bit. And then number 4, Joel Embiid. They have him outside of the top 3.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
So
a really
I didn't put him up there. So okay.
100%. So number 3, Luka Doncic.
Okay, I got that one correct.
That's right. That's right. And then number 2, Nikola Jokic. And then number 1 is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Okay, I got 2 of them right.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So that's fair.
Oh yeah.
I hear about Nikola Jokic so much.
Yeah, no, Nikola
so
Jokic.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
He's everywhere.
Yeah, it's some crazy stuff. It's Nikola Jokic could very well like end up being the best player in the league this year.
Yeah.
But, like he is very, very dominant in what he does. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But of course, cool stuff going on with that. The NBA season, I feel like it's gonna be very interesting to watch this season. So definitely cool stuff going on with that, especially the Timberwolves. I feel like they're really gonna look good going into this one.
Ooh.
But we do have the mega jackpot in reach. Not anymore. Moving on to the major. But we got a couple movies that came out today. 2005, Corpse Bride came out. Really good one. I liked that one when I was a kid. 2011, Dolphin Tale came out. For some reason, Morgan Freeman was affiliated with this movie.
Oh man, it was a movie.
Yeah. 2020, Enola Holmes came out. That was an interesting one.
Woo!
Oh, Rue! Over at Bear Trap Tavern, $378. Nice job to you, Rue.
Mini.
Nice, ending off the night.
I thought it clicked over to the Musco, and I was like,
100%.
oh, $3?
Yeah.
Rue.
Yeah.
Good job to you, Rue.
Oh, 100%. Nice job, Rue, taking away that jackpot right at the end of the broadcast. It's some awesome stuff. But we do have a nice player spotlight to get into because this week we are spotlighting Corey over at American Legion Maple Lake. Corey won over $37,000 over that past weekend. Great job to you, Corey. But when they won that jackpot, they were supporting the charity of American Legion Maple Lake. And their mission statement is to enhance the well-being of America's veterans, their families, our military, and our communities by our devotion to mutual helpfulness. And of course, it always brings us right back around to whenever you guys play Pilot games, your community wins. Have a nice rest of your night and a nice weekend. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Come on, let's get stinking rich. Smell you later. Smells like money. Five free plays awarded. That smells wild. It doesn't get any better than that. Smells like a big one. Five times multiplier. It's raining cash. You gotta play to win.